How do? How we doing, guys? So today I'm going to talk about HMP Belmarsh. Pinned comment, there will be a report. Have a look at that report if you want to know about the state of the prison system. Incidentally, the last vlog I did on glitter, have a look at the comment I pinned. Yeah, that is a comment from someone who's been 40 years as a professional. Read what he says there about people like glitter. How do? Thanks to everyone who supported the channel. Guests, past, present and future. Thanks for the continued support. And away we go. HMP Belmarsh, a report I've just read. So up to either October or November of last year, in an 11-month period, 200 violent incidents there or thereabouts. I think it was a little bit more. Over one every other day. It talks about staffing issues, talks about the fact, just let me get that straight, guys. Don't want to be dropping my phone. Talks about the fact that over a decade ago they got rid of about a quarter of the prison staff. For me, right now as we are, it's probably a third to what it was of prison staff. Talks about getting rid of 100,000 years of experience. Again, I believe it'd be more. If you go back 2012 when they had VEDs, early retirement, voluntary early retirement, loads of experience went. So Belmarsh, again, some of you don't understand or know prisons in this country. HMP Belmarsh is a local jail in London. Yeah, holds high security prisoners. It's in the high security estate. That means it provides places for court, and it also has some of the worst high secure prisoners. Now, some of them people, you know, might be in for terrorism and the like, just super violent crimes. Some of them, just because they're violent, people are in high security jails and that because of the level of violence or threat they pose to people. I really should have worn my boots today. Yeah, so that just gives you an idea what the jail is. It's also a London jail. There's a lot of gang activity in London, so there might well be gang members, affiliated gang members within them walls. It's by no means Belmarsh that is just suffering with violence. It's everywhere now. It talks about stab vests, body cams, synthetic pepper spray as de-escalation techniques. They're not de-escalating nothing, are they? If you see someone who's got a body cam, a stab vest, pepper spray, baton, yeah, you're wondering why they need them, aren't you? That's the whole point of it. It's for people's protection. It's not de-escalating. Baton's never de-escalated when I had one. The times I used my baton with drawn, it was in an ongoing situation. When you're in the heat of battle, as it were, you know, maybe scrapping with a con. When I talk about scrapping with a con, involved in a restraint. Not literally scrapping, although there were situations where you were literally scrapping with people. It came to that. So, the level of experienced staff, tell you what, they'll be getting targeted. Yep, how you doing, Stevie? Let's have a sit on the bench. Get the... What you up to, you? Just take 5, Clive. Don't take my hand off. Yeah? Easy, Tiger. Good boy. Good lad. Go on then. Great organisation. Protected. Yes, let's have a little sit down. The experienced staff will be targeted. Experienced staff, as well as all staff. The experienced staff, what I would expect is people stepping up to the mark, people who are still there, who have experience, you know, trying to maintain some sort of discipline, trying to lead others. 2 types of experienced staff. There's the ones who'll be there, leading the troops, irrespective of grade. You know, some great prison officers, leader of men. You know, you get a senior officer. Again, some of you are new to the channel. In the prison service, senior officer is the next grade up. in uniform, wing manager. Then you get a PO, now they're called CMs, again in uniform. They might be overseeing an area. And then you get governors, yeah. It's pretty much like that in all the prisons in Great Britain. The UK prison service, Great Britain prison service is England and Wales, 450 jails. Incidentally, while we're on the subject, I've read another article where people aren't being sent to prison. They're escaping, they're getting lesser sentences. Barristers, for once, and victims saying they're being let down by judges, not giving people proper sentences because our prisons are full. Yeah, no spaces. They're about 1,000 below capacity, which means they're full. You know, you could fill that up in one day. That, for me, doesn't mean you don't sentence people properly and you don't send them to prison. What it means is, Justice Secretary, all them people who've got 12 months or less, you let them go. We've done that before. Let them out and let's get these criminals sentenced properly and sent to prison. A guy has just escaped a serious assault on a police officer, escaped prison because there's no space. What a load of shite that is. Lots of people over tariff. Let's start working together. You know, criminal justice system, parole boards, probation. Let's get some of these people out. Let's make space. You need to sentence people properly. So back to Belmarsh, serious assaults, bladed weapons. Again, something else I read. The, sentence for assaulting a prison officer has been put up to 2 years. What do you mean 2 years? There should be no limit. What are you doing, you? Stop chewing wood, get your ball. Here, come on. Anybody else's lab chew wood? Drives me bananas. Yeah, go and lie down, kid. Yeah? 2 years. Whatever it is, you assault someone with a bladed weapon on the hour, whatever you receive, as an officer, there's no limit. You know, terms and conditions, they talk about terms and conditions, what they were 10 years ago. So I was on about 30 grand, 2015 when I left. Round about that time, they slammed it, yeah? Down to 22 grand there or thereabouts. Pro rata, I say pro rata because they advertise it as 25 grand, but that's not 37 hours weeks, that's 41 hours. See what they've done there? 37 hours, you're on 22 grand a year. Not only that, they, slam the pension, but retirement age, they put it up to 68, I believe, prison officers, 68 really, as a prison officer. Just think about that a minute, let it sink in. Yeah, so Belmarsh is in a state. I feel like I've been there back and forth today with this. However, let's drop back on the experienced staff. Yeah, so they get targeted. If somebody's on a wing, and they are trying to instill discipline, they might have that line, they're telling you, no, that's not happening, kid, or whatever, they'll get targeted. They'll get seen as a strong member of staff, they'll get targeted. More potting going on. Potting is disgusting. Human feces, urine in a bucket chucked at people. People pay to have that done, I don't like that officer. That officer's is on the ball. Let's target him. Let's cause him a bit of stress. Let's take him out of the game. Gets potted. Pay somebody to pot somebody. Awful. On the move again. Have you got your ball? Get your ball. Come on. Come on, lad. Yes, so violence on the rise. It will be everywhere, that. Not a lot you can say, really. I don't see where they go. If I take you back to my days in a prison officer, yeah, I was in a local jail in the high security estate. When I worked on K-Wing, always talk about K-Wings, it was a big wing. 200 population, in the core day, and at night on the landing, 6 staff, 200 prisoners. I'll tell you why it worked. Prisoners were out all the time to get to know you, yeah. Dynamic security, I haven't mentioned that for a long time. Staff-prisoner relationships, yeah. So yeah, there were some violent individuals on there. There were some lads who were up to no good, but on the whole, it worked well. You know them, they get to know you. There's none of that no more. Nobody knows anybody. The job as a prison officer, and there's still people going in. People contact me every day. Any advice? What do you think? This jail or that jail or whatever. People are still going into the job. It's very much task orientated. Yeah. So the beginning of the day, somebody will be looking what staff they've got, which will be limited. Because staffing numbers are down, but not only that, there'll be a lot of people on the sick. Yeah? Sick with stress, not going back. Long-term sick. Sick because they've been injured at work. Yeah? So you look what staffing levels you've got, and then you look what you can do. And it might go here, do something, go here, do something else, go here, do something else. Can't just get prisoners out like they used to. The other thing is, over the last, 7 or 8 years, the levels of frustration will be going through the roof, both sides of the door. The levels of anger, both sides of the door. The levels of stress, both sides of the door. It is not a great environment. I'm just going to leave it there, guys. Have a read at the article. The last vlog I did on glitter, just have a read the pinned comment. That brings that home. I'll have longer content next week. I've got a nice interview for next Sunday. I'm going to put some out tomorrow, Mental Health Monday. Wednesday, there'll be a vlog. Friday, there'll be a vlog, and Sunday. I'm a bit nasally, got a bit of a cold, bit of a sore throat. Apologies for that. But yeah, so it'll be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, longer content. Parting shot as always, Stephen. He's a good lad, aren't you? Eh? Thanks for coming. I'll see you.